Well, good afternoon. I'd like to thank each of you for being here today. It's a great day to recognize one of our many outstanding city employees. My name is Jamie Crowder, and I'm from the Department of Human Resource Management, and it gives me great pleasure to announce the Employee of the Month for October 2014. She works in the Emergency Medical Services, which is a division of Fire, Rescue, and Emergency Services. At this time, I'd like to introduce our city manager, Mr. John L. Rowe.
I actually thought she was going to introduce our honoree, who is my hero, Amy. And she's no stranger to you guys and to us. She just keeps bringing great things to the city of Portsmouth. Isn't she great? I mean, not only is she great, but she's smart. She has 3 degrees. Can you imagine that? And the accolades. This is what I really love to do, is come and first get out of that rarefied 6th floor where the air is really thin. Beck's going to give me some breathing apparatus to take back, because there's not much oxygen up there. This is where the real world is in our family, right here among the heroes. And so I walked in, I thought, gee whiz, I'm just a mere pigeon amongst a flock of eagles, and that's how I see you guys. But here's the #1 eagle, Amy. And not to let the cat out of the bag, but Jeff, you couldn't have done better. Oh, there you are. I mean, paramedic of the year and up for the governor's award. That is just fantastic. I get goosebumps thinking about it. And public service runs in your family, so I know it's part of your genetic makeup, and for that I'm just really grateful. And on behalf of our Portsmouth team and family, I'm glad you're part of it. I'm glad I'm part of your family, your professional family. And again, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rowe. We appreciate that. And at this time, I'd like to call Fire Chief Beck Barco. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a pleasure for me to talk about Amy. But they gave me some stuff to write, that they wrote, and they wanted me to read it so I wouldn't forget anything. I've been knowing Amy for, well, I've been here a long time. And I was reincarnated, I'm back again. But I remember Amy from my first life, I had 20 years in when she came into the department. I think it was like 1996. We had just taken over the ambulances and all. And she came in as a new paramedic. So I remember her from then. But in addition to Mrs. Ward's paramedic certifications, which she obtained through Tidewater Community College, she received a bachelor in history and a bachelor in biology from Old Dominion University, and an associate's AAS in nursing from Sergeant Reynolds Community College. She also is a three-time paramedic of the year for the city of Portsmouth. And I think it was this summer, we let them go to some convention, the EMS, and they said, we gotta go, because we got people that might receive an award. Instead of bringing back 1 award, they brought back 2 awards. And Amy received the Regions Award. And then she's up for the Governor's EMS Award for Outstanding Pre-Hospital Provider. And that's an honor. So congratulations, Amy. You're the first one to receive the Employee of the Year Award for the fire department.
Wow.
Nobody knew that, but she's the first one. And I tell this story. I was in a department head meeting, which we have always the first Thursday of the month. Mr. Rowe said, make sure when HR said they didn't have any recipients for it, make sure you get somebody to be part of this. And when I came back, I went to Jeff. I said, we need to get somebody involved in this. And he came up with the best one, which is Amy. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you so much, Chief. Now at this time, I'd like to invite to the podium the person who nominated, which everybody knows, the cat's out of the bag, the manager of EMS, Mr. Jeff Meyer.
So we all know Amy's been here for many years. It's actually been 20 years. She was a paramedic for the private contract ambulance services before becoming a member of Portsmouth Fire Department in '96. But in those 20 years she's been here, she's been one of the top paramedics in our department. Everybody looks up to her. She's a mentor to everybody. She exemplifies professionalism, caring, and compassion for everything she does on a daily basis. Even though she may have a big black cloud that follows her on every call, but she's that shining light in that black cloud. She'll bring calm, compassion, and professionalism to every call she goes on, and everybody looks up to her. And we can't thank you enough for that. But beyond being a paramedic, she's stepped up even further. She's taken on the role of clinical care coordinator for the past 2-3 years now. As clinical care coordinator, she's responsible for giving us direction and the patient care we do out there on the streets every day. She does quality assurance. She leads the new paramedics that come into this department. As one of those projects that she did in that role, she created our first EMS Academy. That EMS Academy is a field training program that's a national-wide program, and she brought it to the city of Portsmouth. Because it's been so successful, all the other EMS agencies in Hampton Roads are trying to adopt our program, and we recently held a regional class because of Amy. Also, during her time as clinical care coordinator, she's served on many committees in hospitals. She's on Maryview's and Centerra's heart attack committees, Maryview's stroke committee, the regional performance improvement committees, and many other committees that have come up since then. So she's staying extremely busy. And again, as we've talked, she is the 2014 Regional Paramedic of the Year and the Governor's EMS Award nominee, which will be announced on November 6th in Norfolk. So everybody please try to attend. But when you talk to her, she says, "I'm just doing my job." She's doing that way above and beyond that on an everyday basis. And the reason she's able to do that is the support of her family and her husband, Carol. Because we know she doesn't come home and not talk shop. So thank you, Carol, and thank you and your family for the support you give you. Because without the support, you wouldn't be here for us. Thank you very much. So again, she says she's just doing her job. No matter the roller coasters, no matter the brick walls, no matter the downs that we face, she will come up and say, "Look, we can get past this. What can I do to help?" She says that every day, and she truly means it, and she goes above and beyond that. So, on behalf of the Portsmouth family, you are the face of Portsmouth EMS, and we thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Meyer. Well, pretty much these three gentlemen have said everything that I had planned to say. However, I'll just kind of recapture maybe and say a few things that you have not heard. She's originally from Pennsylvania. However, she's been in this area since 1988. Her husband, of course, is also a city employee. Where's her husband? Way back there, sitting back there. Carol Ward, thank you so much for being here. And in their spare time, they like to scuba dive together. When I asked Amy what she liked to do for fun, she loves to read. She said she'd stay in school forever if she could. She's the recipient of the Outstanding EMS Provider, which has already been mentioned, and she's also a nominee for the Governor's EMS Award. When I asked her what she loved most about working for the city of Portsmouth, she said it was all of you. She said the people made the difference. And when I heard her come in today and people were congratulating her, she kept saying, "It's just my job. I'm just doing my job." I think she's the epitome of the Employee of the Month. At this time, I'd like to welcome paramedic Amy Ward. Thank you so much.
I'll keep it short and sweet so all of you can get back to your jobs. Thank you so much. It's very awkward being on this side of the recipient with all of this for one person. We usually do things as a team because we operate as a team. And I couldn't do the things that I do without all of you, and I thank you for that. And I thank you for all of this today, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Very grateful. That was one of the things she said, that she was grateful for the opportunity to work in a diverse workplace that provided many opportunities for training and development. And I think that we can all see that in her today. I want to thank one of our Employee Recognition Committee members today, Wendy Valava is here. She's from the Department of Marketing and Communications. Mr. Joseph Branham and Mr. Stephen Sessoms, they're from the Department of General Services. They also sit on the committee, as well as Ms. Toy Wilson, who is with the Department of Economic Development. And at this time, I think we're going to present the awards. We have several awards for you here today. First off, you'll get $100 in your next paycheck.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is a coupon or certificate good for one administrative day off, signed by the city manager.
Thank you.
Although she probably won't take it. She'll probably give it to one. Make her take it. That's right. Employee of the Month certificate signed by the manager as well. Golf umbrella, because you never know. You may get some of those rainy days. Good umbrella. City of Portsmouth ball cap. Oh, I picked this out personally for you with the cold months coming. Got you some
thank you.
chapstick. Sweatband. Maybe we can do a workout together.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
The mayor might take that.
2 tickets for a water taxi ride for you and your husband.
Awesome. Thank you.
Give those to you later. Thank you. Sounds good. We have 2 tickets to the Portsmouth Museums, Department of Museums.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Complimentary passes to the Commodore Theater. He doesn't want to go with you, I will. And lots of other great things here, as well as an arrangement from Portsmouth Floral.
Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
needed something for my office.
Very nice. And this is a bag from the city mayor's office just for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Can you give it up?
Thank you.
A bag to put all your goodies in. You never know. Might need it. Change clothes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. I want to thank each of you for being here today. This is my first Employee of the Month ceremony. I have truly enjoyed being here. This is a great department to kind of start out my role in the Employee of the Month ceremony. And I just want to thank each of you. Thank you, City Manager, Mr. Rowe, for coming. Thank you for nominating her, Mr. Meyer. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Chief. Thank you for everything. At this time, we'd like for everyone to join us with some cake and some light refreshments in the back. Thank you.